Good afternoon, my name is Finn Lees and you're watching the Polystyrene review. So I got a delivery recently. One of my friends bought me some chocolate and it came with all this lovely, packing peanuts. I don't know if that's like an American term or if it's what they're called in English as well. I don't know, but you know these things. And apparently they're not actually polystyrene. They are... wait, is this recording? Yeah, this is recording. Apparently they're made from, like, plant starch. I read online that if you, like, put one in water and it dissolves, then it's made of plant starch, not polystyrene. I'm just gonna, like, check it, that this definitely isn't polystyrene. Okay, at the moment it's just sat in the water. Okay, it's not dissolved yet, but I feel like it just takes time. So I'm going to assume it's not polystyrene, and I'm going to eat them, and then I'm going to review them. Okay, so they do taste... they taste a little bit like plastic, but I'd say more than plastic. They taste like... You know what they taste like? They taste a bit like the husk from peanuts, right? Like, if you ever buy peanuts like in the shell, and then eat the shell, which you're probably not meant to do. That's like what it tastes like. And they really stick together. Yeah, kind of like... To be honest, I'm not sure if these are completely plastic free, because they do have an aftertaste that doesn't seem like a plant aftertaste. So, this is quite promising. Well, I'll just show it for comparison. It went in looking like that, and now it looks like that, so it does seem like it's dissolving. More than you would expect plastic to dissolve, which wouldn't be at all. Now when I first decided to record this video, I wasn't sure I'd be able to get through the entire box without throwing up, but that's not proving that difficult. I'm not sure how full the box was before, but I feel like I've made a decent bit of headway so far. I guess because they've got a kind of polystyrene feel, most of them is air. So once I'm actually breaking it down in my mouth, it does get quite small. Like the actual weight of it, I guess, like it feels almost weightless, so, you know, there can't be many grams of food actually going into my body. I quite like how it feels, having a lot of it in my mouth at once. Which is why I'm just kind of stuffing it all in at once. Like, because you put it all in there, and then it all just sticks together. So it's a bit like, you know, it's an interesting mouthfeel. Because normally food doesn't do that to you. I'm going to see how many I can get in my mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, I have to. Okay. I kind of lost count a bit when I was trying not to throw up. But I think I got to 56. If you counted differently, let me know in the comments. If you managed more than 56, let me know. And wow, I've almost done them. Almost done them. That looks like a lot less than 56 there. So I don't know if I should try to eat them all in one go. Maybe I won't. Do you know what I could do? I could, because this has dissolved quite well now. What I could do is I could put them all in my drink, and then kind of drink a kind of packing peanut smoothie. I think is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm interested to know, like, what that would taste like. Okay, I'm starting to realise that I know what this is going to taste like, and it's going to taste really bad. So I think maybe instead of letting it go into like an actual smoothie consistency, which I think would definitely make me throw up, I'm just going to kind of use the packing peanutty things as like a filter for the water. I think might be a better idea than trying to drink like an actually kind of fully mushed up smoothie type thing. If you get me. Okay. Okay, that barely tastes of anything. I'm gonna See if I can get it a little bit more broken down, maybe. Okay, that's starting to taste a bit starchy now. I do think starch is very underrated. I don't really know what kind of like the opinion of like the health community is on starch, but I hope they're in favour of it. Because just think of starch like potatoes, pasta, bread. Like, it's all good things. I can't think of anything bad that has starch in it. And starch also, like, you starch clothes, don't you? So it's like, it's fashion, it's food, it's haulage. You know, that's what this was, isn't it? So it's kind of, it's rare to have a kind of thing that is like a triple threat in that sense. I'm trying to think what else is like haulage, and the other two things that I said. Like, not that much stuff. Okay, so I'm kind of enjoying this water, but I am just looking at it, and I'm seeing this kind of mush in there, and I'm like, I don't want to drink the mush, so I'm trying to stir it a bit more, get it fully dissolved. So it does. One of the slightly concerning things is it's very frothy in a kind of almost looks like soap kind of way, but I don't think there's any soap in this. Okay, the froth isn't that good to drink, and it's not just froth. Like, it has little bits of the starch, like mush, in it. But the water's very palatable. It doesn't taste strong at all. Okay. So let's get on to the review portion. I liked it. I was very proud that I got 56 in my mouth. I don't think many people would have predicted that I would get 56 in my mouth. And it is kind of like, yeah, drinking like the mush and the froth isn't great, but if you can fully dissolve it in water and then either skim off the froth or wait for the froth to dissipate, it's a perfectly fine drink if you're looking for a way to get a bit more starch in your water. So I think I'm going to give that maybe a 9.4 out of 10. Because there just weren't really any downsides. I guess the gagging wasn't very pleasant. But, you know, a lot of things aren't pleasant, and it doesn't mean we can just denigrate them for that reason. So yeah, what did I say? 9.3, 9.4? Yeah, I think a 9.4.